UPL has a very interesting setup based on the future open interest. That is because the open interest right now that we see is at a 12-year high, and it has never seen such a high open interest ever since we have the data, which is from 2012. So let us analyze how UPL has been behaving. So if you draw a horizontal trend line and you see that there was an open interest breakout in July 23, and if we see the level of UPL around that time, it was somewhere around 650 levels, and from there the stock has taken a significant knock, and in between you had seen bout of short covering as well, which you can see it over year and over year, but ultimately the open interest did not go lower significantly, and it sustained above the breakout point. And once again, due to the weak result, UPL has seen open interest accelerating. And if we do a trend analysis, or if you do a technical study, you can see that there was a big trend line breakdown that you can see over here, and that breakdown is accompanied by a strong open interest change on the upside, which means now the stock is technically in a downtrend, right? Now we have seen in the past that such high open interest usually lead to a very good contra bet as well, but there are conditions attached to it. So let us look at each example, a case where the downtrend continued despite higher open interest, and a case where higher open interest led to a good contra bet and eventually the stock rallied. So first let us look where the open interest sustained higher and the downtrend continued. So the classic case was Sun Pharma. So from 2015 to 2020, the stock was in a downtrend, okay, and you can see that there was a open interest break over here, and it continued to sustain higher. Then there was a pullback in the open interest, but again, this breakout point was not broken on the downside, and the higher open interest sustained, right? And it was only in 2020 when the open interest reached to a level where eventually we saw a trend reversal. But when we look at a stock like Petronet LNG, over here you can see that there is a range breakout that we are seeing in Petronet, and in fact the open interest is sustaining at the higher level as well. But what you see over here is a clear price trend reversal, and if we go by the analysis, we just do the simple trend line studies, then you can see that over here there was a trend line breakdown, okay, which indicated that yes, the stock is in a downtrend. But the moment the stock reclaimed above the trend line, okay, that's where the short covering rally started and the stock shot up higher. So now in case of UPL, we have a scenario where we have seen a clear trend line breakdown, right? Now I would suspect that once this trend line is conquered on the upside, which means that UPL starts trading above this trend line, that's where this higher open interest which we are seeing in the short side, they will go for a short covering and the stock is likely to rally, okay. That is how I see it based on the previous patterns which I have observed. But the contra to this is that if the support line is not broken on the upside, the earlier support line which has now turned resistance, so if that is not broken on the upside, so what we will see is that there will be bout of short covering which we will see, and then once again when the prices go down, the open interest will shoot higher, and that's how it will behave till the time it has to till the time the bigger bear market in the stock is not complete. So right now we are at a very interesting point, and let's see how the future activity in UPL unfolds. And for that, you will need a Strike account. And if you don't have a Strike account, then please log in to web.strike.money and create an account. You will get a 7-day free trial.